So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the motion is passed, the minutes are accepted. I have a very brief statement to make. It's not going to be in the way of one of my boring speeches. RiverWalk often needs the help of the city of West Palm Beach and the county of Palm Beach, so it is crucial that we maintain cordial relationships with both entities. Conversely, the elected officials of both government entities need to be reminded, sometimes, that RiverWalk's residents vote in large numbers. Clearly, it is important for us to maintain our lines of communication with both the city and the county. Therefore, I am forming a new committee called the Government Relations Committee. At the outset, the chairman will be Len Finzi and I will be a member. The mission of the committee will be to act as a bridge between RiverWalk and city, county, and state officials whenever RiverWalk has need for assistance, and to attend those government meetings that can have an impact on the community. This new committee will also help the Water Committee when requested. Otherwise, the committee will not get in the way of Mal Shack or Don Walker or their contacts. I don't need a second or a motion, but any comments?
I think it's a great idea.
Okay. We'll move on to the treasurer's report.
The income expense statement through the end of January 2014 shows income of $373,161 and expenses at $359,934. The Finance Committee will be reviewing the current concrete repair requirements to determine the impact on the budget, along with working on a long-term strategy with the city. The immediate and future damage is fast becoming extensive as well as expensive. The Finance Committee is working with the Security Committee on some enhancements to our current equipment. And the final thing I have is the 2013 audit is in its final stage of completion. The auditors also are reviewing all of our financial controls and procedures, and we anticipate this process being completed by the end of the month. That's it.
Better?
That's it.
Comments? Okay, manager's report. Jeff?
I'll try to clarify something that there are questions about. Contractually, we have 38 mowings of turf a year. They're broken up throughout the year. For instance, in the wintertime, when grass is growing slower, we're doing it 2 times a month. We'll accelerate to 3, 4, and in 1 month, 5 times a month. The trimming is once a month, and that's detailing, where they trim, they clean the beds, they pick up the leaves, they remove hanging fronds that are within 14 feet, which is in the contract. There are some people in the community that may be contacting the board or expressing concerns because they feel that the contractor should be coming by their property on a daily basis and picking up any loose debris that hits the ground. It's not in the contract. It certainly could be in the contract, but I wouldn't want to deal with the expenses for it. The things that they do is police the common area. They police the roads, they police the entryway, and they pick those up on a daily basis. Fertilizer is starting to be spread on the shrub beds and trees, and it should be going on for about the next 3 weeks, weather permitting. They don't put fertilizer down when it's raining. Problem is that if it oversprays onto the sidewalks before they get it off, it's going to stain the sidewalks. There's flags all over the community for the irrigation guys. They've been real busy. We've taken care of all our mainline breaks at this point in time, but the trees are not only affecting our concrete surfaces and our roadways, but they're also tearing up an awful lot of irrigation. I'm hopeful that our meeting this week will get us some relief on that. I think the lakes look great, and it was a good investment to put on the extra treatment. Roof cleaning project should be wrapping up within the next couple of months. It's going well. Tree trimming, they're right now in the backyards. They're trimming common area palms, and they're trimming the oak trees. The oak trees have not been done for 3 years. They're limited as to what they can do by ordinances, and a lot of people are looking to have them shaped. This is not going to happen. The specifications for large... Oh, must be my hearing aid. The specification for large shade trees allows us to remove 25% of the growth on the tree, but not side cut or hat racket. New stop signs are going to be going up shortly. A lot of our stop signs, the glow in the dark, whatever you call that material, has deglowed, and we'll be cleaning up the stop sign, the intersections. I'm also replacing signs that give us information like two-way stop, three-way stop, and that's primarily throughout the town center, and that's just extra information. We're working on some office upgrades. I think you folks know that. I am getting some calls and questions about the notoriety that we've achieved on the internet when prospective buyers are doing research on the internet about RiverWalk. And one of my concerns is that there's a primary question on all PUD questionnaires and questionnaires we get from the title companies, and that's whether or not we're involved in a lawsuit. The answer is we are, and I'm hoping that it's not going to impact the mortgageability of the properties. Most of the owners are complying with the rental applications. Thus far, I've received no negative reports back on any of the people. So I guess only nice people want to come to RiverWalk. I don't have anything else.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. I don't have anything else to report. Is there anybody on the
I have a
board that has a question for?
I have a question, Mr. President. Why do the palm trees start falling down on Friday afternoon and on Saturday? And they hang up there all during the week? Is there something special we do?
That's
As soon as you're on your way home, boom, there it is.
Murphy's Law. Well, we can keep somebody here 7 days a week.
Because they come in on Saturday, right?
No.
Have somebody come in and pick up?
No, only the entryway, my maintenance person.
Yeah,
is
on the boulevard.
That's the only person we have is for the entry.
And we're still having trouble with the right turnout with the button.
Oh, yeah, I haven't.
They love it. Somebody loves it. I don't know.
It's, I've thought of a couple of alternatives for it, however, they might draw some lawsuits.
Spikes?
25 pounds of 3-inch roofing nails on the corner will probably take care of the problem, but we haven't had it happen in 2 weeks now, so I'm getting ready to.
It didn't look good this afternoon.
No, maybe somebody got it again.
Well, the Batmobile isn't in the community anymore.
Okay. That was all my question, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you. We're now at board reports. Dolores, social and facilities.
Okay. For the social, I just want to remind people that our meet and greet is this Friday evening from 6 to 10. Also, those that are going to the casino on Monday should be there before 10 o'clock for the bus. On March 15th, we are going to have our St. Patrick's Day block party at Town Center from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., and it's the first ever St. Patrick's Day block party, so let's make it a success. Okay, the event is completely free to attend, and the vendors that would like to have a table, please call the office and speak to Natasha. We will have bingo in April sometime. We don't have the date yet. Also, on Tuesday evening, we had some entertainment at the IAFC club, and her name was Missy McCardle. And she was telling us about this WIC Theater. And it's located on Federal Highway in Boca Raton. And February 20th to March 23rd, they are having the Full Monty. Now, this isn't a new one, it's an old one, but it's a goodie. I called, and if you can get 12 or more people, the tickets are $48. Otherwise, they're $60 a piece. It also houses all the Broadway costumes, and you could have a luncheon also, and that is $28 for those two. So think about it, and if you have the desire to go, just give me a call and I'll give you the number. With regard to everything is done in the tennis courts, the bocce courts, fitness, everything is done for the year, hopefully. Okay, now for the pool areas, the strap chairs were ordered, chase lounges, and also the small end tables that people requested. They've been ordered. Everything else is okay. Next.
Okay, thank you, Dolores. Miles, water.
On behalf of the Water Committee, which is Don Walker, Bert DeFran, and myself, I'd like to say that we've made some progress on getting us some more water. In October of this year, Don and I went to South Florida Water Management District, and we requested what we need to do to raise our weir 1 foot. Well, they said in order for us to raise our weir, we had to get an engineering study. We also had to go out and get a modeling done. Well, we don't have those resources, nor do we have the money to spend to do that. So in November, I attended a meeting with the city of West Palm Beach, and they had an engineering meeting, which they were going over some designs and engineering for their new projects that they had, which is this C-17 tidal capture, and right out here in the northern here, they have the wetlands reuse site, which they want to put culverts in, and from Grassy Water Reserve, and put culverts into there and mound water. In other words, they want to store some water in there. So during the meeting, before it ended, Assistant City Administrator Scott Kelly asked me what we could do to be in the city for RiverWalk with our problems. Well, I said one of the things you could do is do the engineering study and the modeling for us, and also you could put culverts underneath the city's berm there and let some water come into RiverWalk. Well, he turned around to the consultants there, Mark Roos, and he said, would you please do that for us? And lo and behold, 3 weeks ago, this report came out from the city, and it looks pretty good that we probably may be able to get our weir raised. And besides that, they are going to put culverts underneath that area over there, north of us, which is that boundary. There's going to be 50 acres, and they're going to mound it. They're going to put a berm at the corner there so we can hold that out water in there. So that'll be some extra water that'll be coming into RiverWalk. And Don is going to get in hold of Northern, and hopefully we'll have a meeting, and hopefully we'll get some success, and we'll get our weir raised.
That's terrific.
A major achievement, I may add, Mr. President, that Miles has tickled these people into action for a long time, and it's coming to pass.
Well, thank you, Miles. The Security Committee, Verder.
A lighting proposal was created showing the very significant video image benefits to 5 different outdoor areas currently covered by security cameras. The change The changed and added lighting will all use LED lights that are photocell controlled. This improved lighting will be on from dusk to dawn, which in addition to improved security camera viewing, should be a greater deterrent than the dimmer, incandescent, motion-controlled lighting. The electrical cost for operating of all lights is calculated to be only $5.20 a month. The property manager obtained a quote of $3,190 for accomplishing all of the proposed changes. The proposal was submitted to the Financial Committee, and it was approved in their meeting earlier today. That's it. That's it.
Commercial development in town center, Jack?
As I reported at the January board meeting, during the past several weeks, our community has been besieged by the rants spread by a few residents, which caused a delay in your credit card processing or cafe card processing. For the more than 1,100 residents who have already sent in their $40 or $120, thank you for your patience. As I reported, it was been this patience that has allowed your board the time to dot every I and cross every T to assure that your money is safe, secure, and will only be used towards your marketplace usage. Our community is a democracy, and the community voted overwhelmingly to approve the $120 per year cafe patron pail financing. Remember, our documents, which we all live by, state that any payment late over 30 days will incur a $30 penalty. And after 60 days, your fob and gate privileges can be revoked. So please, write those checks and save yourself not only the additional $30 late fees, but also the embarrassment and inconvenience of losing your fob usage to the pool, gym, and town center, but also having to go through the guard gate for admission into your community. Now, the answer to the $64 question, when can I use my cafe money? I'm happy to report, most likely, hopefully, this weekend. The names and the amounts have been entered into your patron pail account at the cafe. The cards are here and ready to be issued. How do I get my card? You'll be able to go to the cafe, hopefully, this weekend. All we're missing is the swipe machine. We're waiting for UPS to deliver it. And you'll be able to go behind ask the person behind the counter that you wish to get your card. It'll be issued to you and loaded according to the amount you paid. Remember, it takes a couple of weeks for our complete accounting system to record your payment and notify the cafe. So if you just paid into the system a few days ago, you might have to wait a few more days. For those of you who paid before February 1st, your payment has been processed and is ready for you to use. You have to wait until March 1st of next year to use your card. I'm saying that bad. You have until March 1st of next year to use your card. You have a full year starting March 1st. For those of you who wish to spend more than $120 each year, you will be issued a special VIP card in addition to your normal cafe card. The VIP card can be preloaded by purchasing by cash or check additional credit at the cafe. $110 credit for each $110 purchase. If you have any questions, give me a call. My number is in the phone directory. I wish I didn't have to say that, but I'll take the heat and I'll take the questions rather than you folks come into the office and drive those people crazy and drive the people at the cafe crazy. Call me, I'm already crazy. Okay, next, our new kitchen. Again, thank you for your patience. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. Virgil, the election committee?
Yep. Only 4 HOA members submitted their intent to run. All were declared by the election committee to be in good standing with the HOA. Of the 4 candidates for the 3 open positions on the board of directors, 3 are incumbents. It's a little disappointing to see such a low number of candidates from our community of 1,367 homes. 26 questions were submitted by residents for candidates night. The election committee reviewed the questions and selected 5 for presenting to the candidates. Some of the submitted questions were just not appropriate for candidates night. The questions have been entered into a Word document. Once the election is complete, the questions will be given to the new board for their information so they will know the feelings of those residents and what they wanted to know. I would like to thank Barbara Bachman and B. Fries for volunteering their time and energy to serve on this very important election committee. Candidates Night was held on the evening of Tuesday, February 11th, and was a congenial event. I would like to thank the moderator, Len Goldberg, and the timekeeper, Steve D'Angelo, for volunteering their time, and to the 4 candidates for participating in this informative event. The video from the event is being shown periodically on Channel 63. To date, well over 300 proxy envelopes have been deposited in the ballot box in the town hall office. If you want to have an input to the outcome of this election, turn in your ballot at the town hall office before 3:30 p.m. on Wednesday, March 12th, when the annual meeting will convene. That's only 3 weeks from now. That's it.
Thank you, Virgil. We now have a board action, and you're going to make it, Virgil?
Yes. I'll give some background, and then I will make the motion. There's a long-standing requirement in our amended and restated Declaration of Covenants and Restrictions for RiverWalk regarding the possession and operation of golf carts within RiverWalk. Compliance with this requirement is felt to have been limited or spotty, and as a result, may have left the HOA somewhat exposed to financial risk. This risk is mainly associated with owners, operators of golf carts who have little to no net worth and who have also not complied with the insurance requirements of the covenant. To greatly minimize this financial risk, it is felt necessary to implement the following motion. A secondary benefit of this motion will make it easier to identify golf cart violations of property damage, safety, and other related violations within RiverWalk by witnesses reporting the RiverWalk sticker number on the golf cart in question. And I'll read a couple of, about 3 sentences from our existing golf cart covenant that apply to the motion that I'm going to be making. Each year, the owners of golf carts shall provide the association with proof of liability insurance in connection with the operation of their golf carts, and such insurance shall have limits as shall be approved by the association in its sole discretion. An owner who uses a golf cart shall be held fully responsible for any and all damages resulting from the misuse of a golf cart caused by the owner, his family members, guests, licensees, invitees, employees, or agents, and the owner shall reimburse the association for any and all damages to the association. Any and all damages the association may sustain by reason of such misuse. Such damages shall be collectible as a special assessment pursuant to the procedures for such assessments set forth herein. And that's how our current covenant reads today. The motion that I'm about to make has absolutely no effect or changes no covenants that we currently have in place. It is merely setting some rules in place. The motion is I move that, as established by Article 12.2W in the amended and restated Declaration of Covenants and Restrictions for Riverwalk regarding golf carts, that $300,000 be established as the minimum liability insurance required in connection with the operation of each golf cart in Riverwalk. I further move that a rule be established to facilitate the implementation and enforcement of this covenant that requires each golf cart in Riverwalk be assigned a unique Riverwalk registration number, and that number be displayed by an official Riverwalk sticker on each golf cart. This official Riverwalk sticker is to be affixed only by a person designated by the Riverwalk property manager. I further move that failure to comply with these regulations and rules shall fall within the purview of the Riverwalk Enforcement Committee to levy an appropriate fine on the offenders.
Second.
Any discussion?
No, I think it's fine.
Quick question, Virgil. is,
Sure.
Implementation date, or, I'm sure there's some logistics that need.
There's logistics, and we've been operating for over a decade without
Right.
any enforcement, so I think whatever seems reasonable in the implementation in terms of getting the forms and all set up and the procedures, and then getting the word spread out throughout the community. This is going to be required. So I don't see us having to invoke any kind of rigid situation. It's just if somebody is going to flagrantly refuse and violate, then it would come under the purview of the enforcement committee.
I got a question. Do we
Sure.
have any idea how many golf carts we have in the community? Do we have any idea?
It's just a wild guess. I believe it's less than 100.
Less than 100. That's more than I thought.
Me too. Yeah, so maybe a dozen.
That's-
Safe.
Yeah, you are, under 100, you're safe.
I can't count them, they won't hold still.
How many numbers did you?
We have no idea.
Oh,
And that's going to be a problem trying to,
Yes, it will be.
okay, because we have, if that is, putting a sticker on and so forth and so on,
And it's-
finding out who has these golf
Stick a
carts.
sticker and a number, and then the number will be tied in, if I read you correctly.
That's exactly
There'll be
right.
a sticker and a number, and if you see number 12 go sailing down, knocking down trees, you can find out who holds the number, not number 11 sticker.
Yeah, we have to include Riverwalk in that, and also Southern Exposure and all those things. Right?
Now, Southern Exposure vehicles are
All insured.
marked, are they not? And I don't know that we have any
Yeah.
jurisdiction
I think that's
over
a-
that.
Insurance
Right.
on file, Flores, that's
Yeah,
They're all insured.
they're insured.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is,
Yeah,
they have a
yeah.
sticker.
I
No,
don't-
they're all done, they're all
I
done.
wouldn't think that we would want to put a sticker
No, not
on
on theirs, no.
No.
now.
So we hope.
Any further
Yeah, just,
discussion?
I guess one other point of information, the $300,000 liability limit was established because it's understood that that's a limit used by other communities who have golf carts, and also it's something that's readily available under homeowners' policies as an additional rider at a nominal cost. And shouldn't require anything special or extra if you have a homeowner's policy in place. And some automobile insurance policies will also allow a rider, but that's not nearly as common as homeowners. So this should be pretty easy for somebody to get in compliance with.
Anything else?
Question?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You want to come up so everyone can hear?
Connie,
I can shout pretty loud.
they can't hear you out over there, Connie, on the airways.
Is this about the
Teachers
golf
are
cart?
tough.
Is this about the golf cart? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Are you okay now?
Yeah,
Yeah, because if it wasn't, we had a vote on it.
yeah,
Oh,
it's,
okay. No, it's pertinent to the golf cart. My experience with the golf carts has been teenagers. And the teenagers are wild drivers. Universally, there is no such thing as a safe teenage driver of a golf cart. Now, they have to share the same space that pedestrians share, and some of us have dogs. And the teenage golf cart drivers have very little concern about what else is in the roadway.
True.
I'm speaking specifically of the center walkway, which is a real danger zone. And in fact, I have seen not only the wild teenagers, but maintenance people driving down that walkway as if it's a city street. There is something the matter with this whole system.
Well,
We should not be endangered.
no, absolutely, we should not be endangered. And one of the motivations behind this motion is to get an identification number on the golf carts in the community so that we can easily single out and identify who these people are.
Unless they fly by so fast, you can't possibly
Well,
single them out.
that's a problem. This is kind of step one along the path.
And my next concern is that something doesn't happen while we are taking our time getting this implemented.
Exactly, that's our concern as well. And that's why we're doing this. This is something that we can do quickly and efficiently without changing our covenants. And so we're taking this as step one, and hopefully we don't have to take a step two.
I certainly hope you're right.
Yeah.
I'm not promising.
Right.
Okay, are we ready to take a vote on this?
Yeah.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
And I assume nobody is against, so the motion passes. And
Good job.
we now have come to public comments on agenda items, actually any public comments.
I move we adjourn.
Second?
Second.
In favor?
Boy,
Always in favor.
You may have some exposure, but you have to see the compliance of this bridge system. That's why I said they need another.
We're still on for Friday. With the mayor, Friday. Oh, yeah. I always get,
They used to.
they have a thing where they
They did up for that.